Anastasia. If you are cooking along with us and just joining, please change your name to first name, last name if you want, and the state or school you're from, and turn your camera on so everyone can see you cooking. So, like I said, my name is Chef Anastasia, and today I'm going to teach you how to stay fueled up with a simple salad that's actually made with bread as the main ingredient, a little bit of cheese in there as well, and some fall ingredients to keep it, in the season. Cooking along with me today is my Team Battle Chef Ambassador, Nicole. Welcome.
Hey everyone, my name is Nicole. I'm 16 and I'm from the Bronx and I attend Hero High School, and I'm so excited to cook with Anastasia again and to teach you guys how to make this delicious salad.
Yes, I'm so happy that you're here to cook along with me. If anyone else is cooking along, make sure you have your ingredients ready. Maybe show your ingredients on screen. I would love to see it. I know I saw Leonardo's ingredients, Wendy's ingredients. So who else is cooking along today? I know Leonardo, Wendy, Lainey, are you cooking, right? And I think that's all for today. So, Nicole, I know you're a pro at keeping it safe and clean in the kitchen. So do you want to go through how to keep it safe and clean for us?
Yes. So for personal hygiene, we like to wash your hands to the happy birthday song at least twice, and tie your hair back in a ponytail like me. Roll up any long sleeves to prevent any germs, and make sure to remove any jewelry, like any bracelets, any bracelets that hang.
Yeah, because we don't want jewelry and germs getting into our food. We don't want hair getting into our food. So that's a good point. And washing our hands is always key. And how about working with a knife? I know we're working with a knife for a few things today. So how do we keep it safe? So, Nicole, can you hear me?
You always walk with the knife facing downwards and to the side like this.
Right. So if you're walking around the kitchen with a knife and you're cooking along with other people in the kitchen, you want to keep it safe. And, I'll show you right here. If you're walking around with your knife side, pointed away. Also, as you can see, when I'm not using my knife, I keep it pointed up at the top of my cutting board so nobody gets hurt, right? Well, thank you, Nicole, for that. And of course, we want to keep it fun. So if you have any buddies joining you, welcome them in right now, and we can cook along with them too. And so as we've been doing for the past, it's been me, my Team Battle Chef Ambassador cooking, but we also have a guest chef cooking every week with us. So who are those guest chefs? That's you, of course. Is there anyone? So we're going to pick our guest chef to join in on the spotlight with Nicole and I. Is there anyone in this wheel that doesn't want to be a guest chef today? Speak now. And I think we could take Nicole out of the wheel because she will be in this. There we go. So, and Max isn't here anymore. So it would be Leonardo, Lainey, or Wendy and friends. So if nobody wants to opt out, let's spin. Let's see who's joining us. So our guest chef today is Lainey. Congratulations, Lainey. All righty. So Lainey, I know you're a pro chef too, so this is gonna be fun. All righty. Great. So we could put a spotlight on Lainey. There we go. So Lainey and Nicole and everyone else, what do we need for today's beautiful autumn panzanella salad? So like I said, we're making a salad with bread as the main ingredient. And this is a iconic Italian Tuscan salad that uses bread. So what else do we need in our salad, our panzanella salad? So we can see I have a loaf of bread here. And for our bread, we'll have a half loaf. And for our bread, you want typically a loaf of bread that's about a day old, 2 days old, not too fresh, because the harder it is, the more it absorbs more flavor from the dressing. We also have some kale, some beautiful Tuscan kale or dinosaur kale. I have half a bunch of that. You can use curly kale, any kind of kale you like. I have one large carrot. Ooh, Lainey, let me see your kale. That's a good kale. Wow. Love it. So I also have one large carrot. Lainey, let's see that carrot. She has, ooh, look at those wonderful carrots. So I don't know if you guys know this, but carrots come in so many different colors. So I have a nice purple carrot. Look at that. So we can use orange or purple. There's white carrots out there as well. I'm using an apple, a Macintosh apple, or you can use a pear. Nicole, what are you using, a pear or an apple?
A pear. I just like to say something about the carrot. I'm gonna be replacing it with cherry tomatoes because I left it out on Sunday, and you should never leave your carrots out because they will go bad. They go in the fridge.
Good to know. But you're improvising and using tomatoes. That's great. Lainey, what kind of apple is that? Do you know?
Honeycrisp.
Honey, oh, my favorite. Love it. And Nicole, are you using an apple or something else?
A pear.
A pear. That's so awesome. So yeah, like we said, it's an autumn panzanella, and apples and pears are great in the autumn time. I have half of a red onion for a little bit of onion flavor. I have mozzarella cheese, but not just any mozzarella cheese. I have smoked mozzarella, and I have about 6 to 8 ounces of that, or you can use up to, ooh, you have little mozzarella balls. Wow, you are thinking ahead. I have some basil, or you can use parsley, about a 1/4 cup of that. And you're using dried basil. Ooh. So
I'm using fresh parsley.
And then Nicole has fresh parsley. And then for our dressing, if we want to swivel this way, we're going to make a delicious dressing with some balsamic vinegar or apple cider vinegar. We have some grainy mustard. So I have 2 tablespoons of vinegar. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of mustard, 1 teaspoon of honey to sweeten it up. You have your honey, Lainey? Great. And then I have a 1/4 cup of olive oil to make it nice and rich, because what's a dressing without some oil? And some salt to give it a little bit of saltiness, some savoriness. Oop, let me plug in my laptop. Sorry, 1 second, guys. All right. Should have thought ahead, right? Sorry, 1 second, everyone. All right, there we are. So I'm back. So I'm glad everyone has their ingredients. Lainey, your ingredients look lovely. Nicole, ooh, you got your oil. All righty. So Nicole, what are you using in your dressing? I know you might not be using mustard. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I won't be using mustard because I don't like mustard, so you could improvise.
All right, so what are you using?
Some garlic.
Some garlic. Ooh, so you're gonna have a nice garlic vinaigrette, right?
Yeah.
All righty, so that sounds great, but I'm curious before we start cooking. Now that we know the ingredients we're using, I wonder how much everyone knows about these ingredients. So why don't we play a little game to see how much you guys know about today's ingredients? Helena, can we launch a game? So let's play Kahoot. Whoever wants to join in on the game, you can go to www.kahoot.it, and then it's going to prompt you to enter a game pin. And that's on the screen right here, 837-6313. So you guys can also do it on your phones if you don't want to join from a laptop, Wendy and friends. And then Leonardo, if you want to do it on your laptop or your phone, whatever works for you, but you can still join through your phone, guys. If anyone's joining. Let's see. And maybe if we can't join today, oh, we have Wendy and friends. We need at least one more person to compete with Wendy and friends. Leonardo, can you join? So you would go to kahoot.it and then type in this number, 8376313. Or even Rosemary, if you want to play along, there's some nutrition trivia in there. Or maybe Enya wants to play along. Anybody can play along. It doesn't have to be just people cooking. Anybody. I'll give you a minute. Enya joined. All right, I'll give you guys 30 seconds. Whoever else wants to join, have some fun. And maybe if you can't join with your laptop or your phone today, you can maybe even play without joining. And if you want to type in your answers, your guesses in the chat. So how about we start? All right, let's play Kahoot. Panzanella Salad edition. 3, 2, 1. Let's see. So first question, which mineral, which is found in mozzarella cheese, can help lower blood pressure? Is it vitamin C, potassium, sodium, or fat? Let's think, a mineral. So there's two, I'll give you a hint, 2 minerals. Oh, there we go, it's potassium. So potassium actually helps, keep your blood pressure at a healthy level, whereas sodium, having too much sodium would actually make it go higher, increase your blood pressure. So the correct answer is potassium. So far we have Enya in the lead. All right, next question. What does the word seasonal mean? This is a seasonal salad. We're using seasonal ingredients for the most part. What does that mean? Is it food that you can get any time of the year, regardless of, oh, you guys are quick. So seasonal means food that naturally grows during and depending on the 4 seasons. So we are using ingredients that grow in the fall and are best in the fall, naturally. Things like apple, kale, we'll get to that in a bit. So kale is a superfood and it has vitamins like A, C, and K. But how much kale do you think would provide more than enough of these vitamins in one day? So how much kale do you need in one day to provide more than your daily needs of vitamins? Is it 2 cups, 6 cups, 10 cups, or 1 cup of chopped kale? Yep, it's just 1 cup, guys. So all you need is 1 cup of kale, which is not that much actually, to get your daily dose of vitamin A, C, and K. Isn't that crazy? Just 1 cup. It's like a multivitamin. And Lynn joins us. Wow. Hi, Lynn. All right. 4th question. So healthy fats help our bodies absorb a type of vitamin called fat soluble vitamins. But which ingredient in our salad today would help us do that? So basically, which one is a source of healthy fats that would help us absorb these vitamins? Is it bread, olive oil, onions, or kale? That's right. Olive oil is a fantastic source of healthy fats, which we need to absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K. Those are fat-soluble vitamins. All right, Enya's in the lead. Last question. Which vitamin, which is found in carrots, helps support healthy eyesight, healthy eyes? Vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin C, or D? So which one of these found in carrots? Yep, that's right. It's vitamin A, which our bodies need for healthy eyes, healthy eyesight, vision. So we need vitamin A, and that's really rich in carrots. All righty, guys. Thank you for playing along. Let's see who won. So, dun, dun, dun. 3rd place, Wendy and friends. 2nd is Lynn. And then our winner is Anya, right? Alrighty, guys.
Congrats, Anya.
Congrats, Anya. Round of applause for Anya. Alrighty. So I'm glad we all played along, and now you know some more about our ingredients. So what do you say we get started and battle it out? Who's ready to
I'm ready.
Who's ready for a salad? I think I'm ready. So like I said, whoever's cooking along, show us, turn your screens on, and let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna take them down to the chef zone. And I'm going to start with the main ingredient in a panzanella, which is bread. So for this, we have several knives we can use. We have a chef's knife and a serrated knife, which you'll see.
The spikes on it.
Exactly. So Lainey, if you have somebody who can help you with the knife, that'd be fantastic. Or you have a good knife. There we go, Lainey. That's awesome. So what we're going to do is take our knife, take our bread, and cut our bread into cubes. So we're going to cut, I'll show you. Maybe slice it first, right? And once you have a thick slice, we can cut cubes. You could cut strips, right, like this. Oh, Wendy is a good idea, yep. And then there's several ways to do it, whatever you find most convenient. So, and the key here is not to cut the pieces too big because you want it bite-sized. So you don't want huge squares, but big enough that it's not, breadcrumbs, but small enough that it's not exactly a huge chunk of bread.
I had my bread out for like 3, maybe 4 days, and it was still soft. So what I did, I put it in the microwave for about 40 seconds, and then you leave it out for about a minute, and that's how hard it gets.
So you can do that, or you can leave it in the oven. I've left mine in the oven overnight or at a very low temperature for a few hours. Or even 10 minutes in the oven is all it takes. And whole wheat bread, I have a whole wheat bread. You guys voted last week that we are using a whole wheat sourdough. So, I stuck to my word and I am using a whole wheat sourdough bread. And what is whole wheat bread good for? Does anyone know?
That's my size.
So whole wheat bread has a lot of fiber as opposed to white bread. And we need fiber to help with healthy digestion, help, blood sugar control, because we don't want to be too hungry, like right after our meal. And fiber helps keep us full. Leonardo, are you cooking along today? I saw that you have ingredients. Are you cooking with us?
I already cut my bread.
Oh, you're ahead of the game. All right, Leonardo. Good idea.
Yeah, me too. I already finished my bread.
All right, guys.
Croutons now.
And an even easier way to do this, you can cut more than one slice at a time and stack them, as I'm going to show you right now.
I think those are both fine.
How's it going over in Wendy's corner? You guys still cutting your bread? So you can see if you stack more than one slice, you can do a lot more bread at one time.
The honey. This is the honey that, remember we went to go visit the bees in the rooftop? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hopefully I like this. It's pretty basic, right? Everyone loves bread. And that's my favorite bread.
And Nicole, have you ever had a panzanella or made a panzanella?
Yes, I made one. I think it was a spring one. I'm not sure. It had mostly tomatoes, and it was amazing.
That sounds good. So yeah, traditionally a panzanella is made with tomatoes. So it's really good in the summer when tomatoes are in season. But in the fall, I mean, tomatoes are still kind of good now that it's early fall and not too late into fall and winter. But as it gets colder, tomatoes are not in season. So we want to use a little more fall ingredients. So we're using kale, which is a great fall ingredient, and apples. Can you think of another fall ingredient we can use in this salad, Nicole?
Carrots.
Carrots, right? We have the carrots. Or even if we have a little bit more time on our hands, we can use butternut squash and roast that up a little bit. I think that would be delicious. So I have my bread in a bowl. And then up next, we have our carrot. So I have my purple carrot right here. Who else has their carrot?
I'll be cutting my tomatoes.
And Nicole has her tomatoes. So to make the carrot small enough to be, not too tough when you eat it, I'm gonna grate it. So if you have a grater, this is when you wanna take your carrot to the grater and basically shred your carrot. Just like this. And guys, look at the inside of my carrot. Isn't that pretty? It's yellow on the inside.
Actually, never tasted. Is it a purple carrot?
It's a purple carrot, but it's yellow on the inside.
Does
Like
it taste differently than an orange carrot?
It doesn't taste too different. Nope. But it just has different nutrients. So different colors of foods have different vitamins and minerals. So that's why when they say eat the rainbow, they mean it, because different colors have different vitamins and minerals, and they're all really needed in your body for different things. So this takes a lot of muscle. So this is when you want to use your muscles. And shred, shred, shred. Shred, shred, shred. You could even use some beets in this. Shredded beets would be lovely, and that's another seasonal ingredient. Have you ever had beets before?
I love beets in potato salad.
Oh, you love beets? That's great.
Straight out the can too.
Wow. You can do canned, you can do fresh. All right, guys, I don't want to get too close to the edge of my carrot because I don't want my fingers being the main ingredient. But look what we have here. We have, I will show you. Look at that. Ta-da! How pretty is that? Look at that shredded carrot. See a little bit of purple, a little bit of yellow, some orange in there as well. It's really pretty. How are you doing with your carrot, Lainey and Leonardo and Wendy? How's everyone doing out there? Do we need a minute to catch up?
Yeah, I think we're doing it in a minute.
All right. I'll let you guys catch up for a minute. I even made a Panzanella salad in the summer and I put some plums in there. But today we're using another fruit. So a fall fruit, an apple. So while everyone finishes up with their carrot, I'm going to show you how to core an apple with a device called an apple corer. So you can use a knife, and Nicole will show you how to core a pear or an apple with a regular knife and a spoon. But for now, let me show you how to use an apple corer, which is a really, really neat device. So what you do is put your apple right side up and put the corer right in the middle, right over the stem, and push through. You can rotate it, but this way it takes the center of the apple out. Look at that.
I think it's pretty fun to use.
And then you can see through the apple. It is a fun device to use. And then at that point, the seeds are gone with the core and you could just cut it in half and look. There's no seeds. And
Neat.
David is joining us. Woohoo! So Nicole, can you show them how to use a
Yes.
knife and a spoon if they don't have a core?
Was cut them off.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard, so be careful.
Careful.
And then cut it in half like this.
All
The
right.
tunnel.
Lainey's, wow, that was quick, Lainey. Leonardo, did you cut your apple or pear in half? Are you using
You
an
can grab a spoon and remove the seeds in a circular motion.
Wow.
I did a avocado.
Ooh, yummy. I love that you're adding your own twist to this. I love avocado in salads.
And
Wow.
the seeds are gone.
Look at what Nicole did. That's great. Super easy. Super, super easy. So now that we have the core and Lainey has her core out of her apple, Wendy and friends, do you have your apple or pear cored? So,
You don't have an apple core.
Good job, Lainey.
We don't have to use our knife.
yeah. So Nicole just showed us how to use a knife. So basically if you want to just cut it in half, and then even if you have a spoon, you could scoop the seeds out with a spoon.
You want to try it? Or you want me to try it?
Or if you're confident doing it with a knife. And then what we're going to do is cut our apple, right? So we're gonna cut our apple into small pieces. So what I like to do first
You can put it in. So I would just do that.
is slice it.
And then here of it. Once we're done cutting it.
And then I even stack a few slices up and just cut. And then we have these little bite-sized pieces. that I'm gonna
Using
add.
the bear claw method.
Yes, so Nicole, what's the bear claw method?
You grab it like this, or like this, or like this. And then you just, to protect your fingers.
Exactly. So you don't want to cut your fingertips, so the blade of the knife brushes against your knuckles instead with the bear claw. Just like that. And apples are another great source of fiber. And they have antioxidants too. And did you know that most of the antioxidants of the apple are in the skin? So that's why we should never peel the apple unless we really have to. But it's totally edible and totally nutritious. I'm gonna do that with my other half of the apple.
On the side is flat.
Okay, we have our apple slices. How are you guys doing with your apple? He's using an avocado instead, Leonardo, right?
Yum.
We're done with the carrot. We're just gonna
I call it like an alligator pear somewhere, so it's kind of
add more
similar,
so that it's straight like that.
something like that. I could smell my mozzarella cheese, and I can't wait to get to that part. Lainey, you are doing a great job holding that knife. So yeah, look at Lainey, how she grips the knife and then puts her index finger and her thumb on the top of the blade. So she has better control when she cuts with her knife. Good job, Lainey. So you can see, you can control the knife way better if you have a good grip on it. Then I have my last little slice of apple. All right, guys. What's next? So who needs a minute to catch up? Lady, are you all done with your apple?
Yeah.
Yep, you're all set. And Wendy and friends, are you done with your apple or pear? Let's do it. Okay, next we have another great seasonal ingredient, which is our kale. I chose something called Tuscan kale, or it goes by also dinosaur kale. So there's different types of kale, but kale is super rich in antioxidants, right? So what are we going to do with our kale, Nicole?
We're gonna chop.
So
I
yeah,
think this kale is easier. You could slip it off the stem very
show
easily.
us how you do that.
Very easy.
Okay. Wow. So you just rip it off the stem. You can do that, or I can just stop. I might stop chopping once I get to the harder stem. So what I do is I bunch it all in a bunch, and then I just thinly slice it to make kind of like ribbons. You'll see. Did you know that kale, actually, the reason why it's so good in the winter and the fall is that when it's exposed to a little frost, a little cold weather, it tastes sweeter. So that's why it's so good around this time of year. It's not too cold yet outside. So as it gets a little cooler out, it'll taste even better, guys. So I know I'm making this salad again when it gets a little colder out.
Is she doing nice?
So Lainey, I see you have baby kale, right? You don't have like a bunch of kale.
Chopping. We don't do dicing good.
So you can simply toss it in there. You don't have to chop it too much.
Yeah.
So that's an easy way to do it.
Daddy, where do I toss it?
So look, guys, I'm adding the kale to the bowl.
I'm just gonna. I'm not-
Dump the whole thing.
yeah.
Don't eat it. Use. You see like a couple brown pieces, take those out.
And next we have red
I think
onion.
that's good.
Red onion is a milder onion than like, you know, a white onion. So I like it in a salad.
Why did you dump the kitchen?
Do you guys have your onion?
It's gonna make my hands cold.
And then what we do along the same lines as the kale, we want to thinly slice it.
No.
Remember the bear claw method.
Yes, exactly. To keep our fingers safe.
So why don't you cut it in half? See what that is? Just go right. So now you can put it down and hold it. Bear claw.
That's harder for me.
See this piece.
Like that?
Yeah.
Leonardo,
My
how
ability
did you do
tries.
that, buddy?
I did beans.
You did beans. So this is a really unique salad of yours. It sounds really nutritious too. Beans are high in fiber. So that was great. That's a good addition. What kind of beans?
Black beans.
Ooh, yum. So it's kind of like a Latin flair with the avocado, some black beans.
And some corn.
I love how he made the salad his
Take
own.
this.
Yes.
Turn it
So
around.
that's another thing about
Turn it around.
recipes and about cooking. Make it your
Yeah,
own. If you like
onion.
avocado, put avocado in there. If you like black beans, why not? So I have my herb that you guys voted on last week. I gave you a choice of basil or parsley. You can use either, and I'm using basil. So, and I know Nicole, you're using parsley.
Yes.
All right, so a simple way to cut basil is you stack all the leaves on top of each other, as I'm doing right here. And we need about a 1/4 cup of fresh herbs, but if you're using dried herbs, you don't have to use so much. So I'm gonna.
What you can do is bend it
Mhm.
like this, and then it's easier to chop up.
Oh, wow, you are full of tricks today. So she's bending it. I'm going to roll it into a little bundle, just like this. So you can see I put it in a little bundle. And then this is something called chiffonade. And you cut and make little ribbons. So everything is, you know, thinly sliced. I'm gonna add that straight into my salad. So you want about a 1/4 cup of fresh herbs chopped. And basil adds a lot of flavor, and parsley does too. So herbs are a great way to add a lot of flavor to your dish without adding too much salt, too much saturated fat.
And if you ever want to chop up an ingredient, you can just do this.
Show us. So
Place
look,
your hand on top of it like this.
that's smart. All right, guys, and then last but not least, this wouldn't be a yummy, yummy salad without some cheese, right? So I have mozzarella cheese, smoked mozzarella cheese. And I'm just going to cube that into about the same size as the bread cubes, if not a little smaller. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna slice it and stack my slices. So basically you wanna slice, 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 and then stack. And then you go into strips. And it might stick to the knife. And then you turn it, and then you cube it. I love mozzarella cheese.
Me too is my favorite.
It's a good source of calcium too. So I know we said it has potassium, which not a lot of people know. People think potassium is only in bananas, but potassium is in dairy too. And it's really good for your heart and your blood pressure. Feel like I need a bigger bowl. Look at this, guys, overflowing. It's a hearty salad. And a lot of times you don't think of salads being hearty, right? You think of them being super light and maybe not too filling, but this is definitely a hearty one.
Especially because the croutons.
Mm-hmm.
How much cheese do we need again?
So I had about 6 to 8 ounces. So if you have like a log of cheese, how much does it say the ounce amount?
Yeah, our package said 8 ounces.
Yeah, you can use that all. And I wouldn't be mad if there was a little extra cheese anyway, so that's just me. You know? All right, so we have our cheese, we have our bread, carrot, kale, onion in here, all the good stuff. Now we need a yummy dressing as well, right?
I'm gonna start chopping up my garlic for my dressing.
So yeah, Nicole's using garlic in her dressing, so you can even add garlic if you wanted. I'm doing a nice mild honey mustard vinaigrette. So in our bowl, we have 2 tablespoons of vinegar. I have balsamic vinegar. What do you use, Leonardo? Oh, wow, look at Lainey's salad so far.
It looks so fresh and beautiful.
Leonardo, are you making a dressing along with us?
Yes.
All right, so what's going in your dressing? Are you using vinegar?
Poppet seed.
What was that?
Poppy seed.
Poppy seed. Ooh, did you make your own dressing or are you using a dressing?
Using a dressing.
Okay, so your dressing's already made. It's a poppy seed dressing. That sounds cool. So I added, like I said, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar to a bowl. How about you, Lainey? Do you have your dressing ready to be made? Do you have vinegar? And then I measured out a teaspoon of grainy mustard, or you can use any mustard. A teaspoon.
That's a quarter teaspoon. That's a
can
half teaspoon. That's a full teaspoon.
Lainey found her teaspoon. So a teaspoon of mustard. And then to make it a little sweet, we have honey. So I'm going to do a teaspoon of honey,
I like a tiny drop of honey.
a tiny drop for you. You don't like it too sweet?
I've never tasted honey.
Have you ever had like a honey mustard dressing? Like a honey vinaigrette. It's really good with savory. So sweet and savory together is a nice combo. So let's try to get all the honey in there. So honey tends to stick to measuring spoons, so try to get it all out there.
We put 2 tablespoons of the balsamic vinegar. And sorry, can you repeat what the other ingredients were for
Yeah,
the?
Of course. So I added a teaspoon of mustard. I have a grainy mustard or any mustard, so that's 1 teaspoon. Then a teaspoon of honey. And you could whisk that up. I'm going to do a quarter teaspoon of salt. and whisk it up. And then I'm slowly going to drizzle in some olive oil, a 1/4 cup of olive oil. So let me know when you guys are ready for that. How's your dressing looking, Nicole?
I already added olive oil.
Okay, so what you want to do is slowly drizzle in your olive oil as you're whisking if you can. So it kind of becomes thick. So you want to blend it by whisking it. You could use a whisk or a fork even. A steady stream, just like this.
How much honey was it again?
Just a teaspoon. Can't wait to see everyone's salads.
How much oil do we put in?
A 1/4 cup.
All right, there you go. Say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we whisk, 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 just like that. Oh, I love your blue whisk, Lainey. It's pretty.
We use apple cider
Look at
vinegar.
our salad. It looks so pretty. All right, guys, so let's see. Can I do this without spilling over? My bowl is full. Or should I get a bigger bowl? Yeah, I might get a bigger bowl. I have it cleaned right here. I'm just gonna rinse it.
Nicole, we want to see yours better.
All right, guys, I have a slightly bigger bowl and it's really pretty. So I'm going to add my salad to a bowl. Ooh,
I'm gonna mix my ingredients.
we are spilling on your dressing, Lainey. So are you working on your dressing, Lainey? You're whisking? How
How
does it
much?
look?
Yeah.
How much olive oil was there?
A 1/4 cup.
There's some.
I think you're mixed well.
Has
It
anyone
smells so
added
fresh.
fruit in a salad, like an apple, pear, plums,
Oh,
grape?
where is my apple
It's
pear?
in here.
Oh, I had no idea.
See? There.
Has anyone never had fruit in a salad? How about that?
Yes. Yeah, I never had fruit in a salad.
You never had fruit in a salad. Well, get ready to have your mind blown. It's gonna be delicious.
You're gonna like it, Lainey.
Yeah.
How often do you eat salad?
I don't know.
Well, that's another question. Good question. How often does everyone eat
Can
it?
you make it for dinner?
Might, but we're gonna have to start eating more with this salad.
And you know what? A salad full of bread and cheese is not too bad, right? All right, guys. So I'm going to pour my dressing over my salad and mix everything together.
Thomas?
Yes.
So-
Yeah.
Just watch.
Everybody's ready to do that.
Ready?
If you guys are ready to do that, you can pour your dressing in.
Start mixing.
And this is the good thing about having bread that's a little dry on the drier side. It soaks up so much flavor.
Leonardo, I love how you arranged the cucumber and everything around on your side of your salad. It's very artful.
I love how the croutons soak up all the flavor of the vinaigrette.
Mhm. Wow, Leonardo, that is
So
perfect.
good.
What was that? Lainey, did you say something?
Oh, you said it looked so good.
I said it looks so good.
It looks so good. It does. So let me see yours. I want to see how yours looks. That is beautiful. Don't you love all the colors and the textures?
Yes.
Salads don't have to be boring, right? They don't have to be just green lettuce. Could have a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
I think I'm done mixing. How's Wendy's crew doing?
Olive oil, so we're gonna,
Are we still mixing?
yeah.
Wow. I'm liking how this all looks, guys. Nicole, how's your salad looking? Okay. All right, guys, so I think if we're all done mixing, does anyone need a minute to mix their salad? Did everyone pour their dressing over? If your salad's ready, let me see it. Bring it up to the camera. So let's see, Lainey, let me see yours. Nicole, where'd you go? Let me see your salad. Oh, there you are.
Lainey, hold yours up again. We had to get everybody holding at this.
And Wendy's crew, how are we doing over there? Want to go while Lainey, wow, these all look fantastic. Whoa, look at that salad. Salad in a greenhouse. Sounds amazing. All right, guys, what do you say we taste it? I think I'm ready for a little taste. Who wants to taste their salad? So I think I'm gonna spoon myself a little serving and then taste it. You guys should do the same and taste along with me. I want to hear what you think. I want a bite of everything. Some bread, some cheese. Leonardo, are you gonna share that with somebody? Your mom, maybe, your family?
My mom, my dad.
Ooh. So maybe they want
Cheese
to.
is so good.
We have somebody saying
I
cheese is
have one.
good. All right, it's time for a bite. Get myself a fork. Lainey, did you try yours?
Yes.
And I want your honest opinion. What do you like about it? Do you like it?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
The salad and just the fruit.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Delicious.
It's a good blend of textures. Mm-hmm. Dad likes it. I hear that.
Oh.
It is so good.
Leonardo, taste yours? Leonardo, did you want to taste your salad? Let us know how yours is. Yours is super cool. I'm super curious.
This is the only
Delicious. I
shot.
love the salad.
This is the only shot.
So
This is
I will say it's a nice blend of textures, right? You have some crispy bread that soaked up some of the dressing. You have creamy cheese and crunchy kale and onions. It is such a blend of good flavors, textures. I'm gonna make this all winter and all fall. Mhm.
What does brother, sister, soul group think?
Or you're unmuted. I like the dressing.
Mhm.
Only the dressing?
Mhm.
I like it all, but the dressing made it even better.
Well, that's true. A dressing can make or break a salad, so I will agree with you there.
Yeah.
And you guys use some awesome fresh ingredients, I bet. So that also helps. And that's why eating seasonally, it's gonna taste so much better because that's when the food is at its best, is when it's grown in its season. So that's a plus, right? And look at Leonardo's. Ugh, I want some of that one. This is like a complete meal in a bowl too. You have, carbs from bread. You have protein, a little bit of protein from the cheese. You have some healthy fats from the olive oil. And you got some veggies from the kale and the onion, right? So I think it's a complete meal. It's really good. So I say we take a vote on who won this battle. I know everyone's looks amazing, and I think we all win because we get to eat such a delicious salad. But what do you say we pull a poll up of who won? So we need a minute to do the poll, so you guys could keep enjoying your salads. And think about it. Is there anything else you would want to add to this panzanella salad? If you were recreating it on your own, I want to hear. So Lainey, what would you like in your salad next time?
Probably more fruit.
Ooh, so more fruit. What's your favorite fruit?
Apple.
Okay.
Apple fruit.
Say, what about cranberries?
Mm. You know, that's a good idea, Dad. Even some dried cranberries in here.
I actually want to try this salad with apple.
So next time Nicole wants apple in her, she used some pears. And I think Nicole's the only one that used a pear today. So that's really cool. You can even switch up the cheese, guys. So if you want to use like a goat cheese, that'd be pretty cool. Some shaved Parmesan. I'm a cheese lover, so I love to switch that up. And if you used a certain type of kale this time, maybe a different kale next time, right? So you could totally switch it up. All right. I'm loving that we're having a little family meal all together. All righty. So how about this? While we work on our poll, Enya, can you share our slide? So in advance, I will thank you all for joining this week, and thank you for cooking along with us. That was really fun. I love to see your creations just as much as mine. And if Enya can pull up our screen and share our slides, we could talk about what we're making next week as well. So of course, now that we all cooked, you guys should totally take a picture, post it maybe to Instagram, tag us at Family Cook NYC, and tag the American Dairy Council, American Dairy NE, and also use the hashtag FuelUpTBC. Also, if you want to give us a follow, you can follow me at Family Cook NYC. You can follow Nicole at cooking.with_n. And then next week, you can't miss this. So next Tuesday, on October 19th, the same time, 4:15 p.m., we are making a grilled cheese, but not just any grilled cheese, a zucchini grilled cheese. It's so good, guys. I could eat it every day. So it's the same link that you used to join this class here. So you guys should totally come, check it out, cook along. And let's see, is our poll ready?
I don't think the poll pulled up.
So it
didn't pull up for you guys?
Yeah, we didn't do it yet.
Oh, okay.
So the poll is not working today. Right, so that's life, technical issues, it happens, but I think we all won. I think if I had to say, I love Leonardo's creativity and he made it his own. I like that Nicole is the only person that used pear. She made it super unique. Oh, wait, our poll is working. So who do we think won this week's battle? Da-na-na. And keep in mind that we all are winners because we all have a delicious salad. All right, so far Nicole's winning. I think everyone answered. So I think Nicole is our winner this week. Yay, Nicole! All righty, guys.
I think everyone won because we all got to taste this delicious salad. And
Exactly.
I know I always say that the recipe is my favorite, but this one really is my favorite.
Until
They're all my favorite.
Listen, any recipe with bread and cheese is a winner to me. So that's why this was good. Next week will be even better, if not.
What am I doing?
So guys, next week we're making a grilled cheese. Who's ready for that?
Oh, yeah, zucchini grilled cheese.
How does that sound, Lainey? Good?
Good.
Yeah?
Good.
Will you be there?
Yes.
All right, Wendy and friends. Will you be there, maybe?
Yes, we will be there. We'll be there every Tuesday moving forward.
Woohoo! Good to hear, good to hear. And Leonardo, maybe you and Max can cook together next week, right? All righty, guys, thank you so much for coming along and cooking. I will
Thank
see
you so much
next
for
week.
joining.
No.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Make sure you say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Oh, no.